As the sun shines on all of my glory, my flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of?
Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome back to Locs Lux Lifestyle. Welcome back to another video. So today I am here with another retwist in style with me, and I am going to be doing a lock knot bob. So let's get right into it. So here is the before shot of my hair. So I washed my hair the night before, so it's pretty much dry right here. So I'm just gonna go in with a water bottle and just mist my hair a little bit, and I'm also going to apply some oil. I did oil my hair and everything when I washed it the night before, but I'm just kind of redoing it right now just to make sure it has a little extra moisture before retwisting. So again, I'm going to be doing a lock knot bob. So I'm going to start by just sectioning off my hair for where I want my part, and I decided to do a side part. So I'm doing that and then just putting the rest of the hair out the way. Now typically I start retwisting in the back and working my way to the top. However, I'm going to start by sectioning off some hair on each side as well in the back, and these locks are going to kind of be like anchor locks. So now I'm just misting those roots, and then this is pretty much going to be an oil only retwist, but I did use a little product for my locks in the front. So if you've seen my rope twist tutorial, I am pretty much doing the exact same thing. So I'm going to take two locks, I'm going to start by retwisting to the right, and then I'm going to twist the locks together going to the left. Yeah, so I'm not going to go into full detail on how to do the rope twist. If you do want more direction on that, I will link that video down below, but that's what I'm doing here, retwisting to the right, and then I'm going to twist those two locks together to the left. Now the thing that makes this different from my previous rope twist video is that I'm not going to be twisting all the way to the ends. So once I feel like I reach a nice length that I want for my bob, I'm going to stop twisting, and instead I'm going to take those remaining ends and twist them back up, thus creating the lock knot. Now, I've seen people do lock knots differently, but this is just the technique that works best for me. So I just twist the hair back up and then I secure it with a rubber band. Sometimes I do two rubber bands just to make sure it's secure, but that's pretty much it, how you do like the two-strand twist lock knot. Now I'm moving on to the back of my head, and I'm pretty much repeating those same steps. Mist with water, apply some oil, and then I'm retwisting to the right, twisting the two locks together to the left. And then when I get to the knot part for this twist in the back, I'm using that first twist I did kind of as a ruler or measuring stick just to make sure that I get it to the length that I like. So yeah, I'm just kind of using that as a guide, and I made this one a little too long, as you guys will see in a second. So what I did was, instead of redoing it, I just kind of flipped it up. You see it's too long, so I just kind of flipped it up a little bit to get it to the length that I wanted. And this is why I recommend like retwisting the sides in the back first, because it gives you an outline for the shape of your bob, and that way when you're retwisting the rest of your hair, it's easier and it flows, and you'll know when it's time to start twisting the locks back up. So now I'm repeating the same thing on the other side. So I wanted this to be like a asymmetrical bob, so I'm gonna make this side a little longer. I'm just measuring, seeing where I want it to fall, and then I'm just gonna start twisting it back up and securing it again with a rubber band. And now that I have those 4 locks completed, I'm just going to use those as a guide for my bob, and I'm just going to begin to retwist the rest of my hair. And I twist my locks together and I do my lock knots at the length according to the guide that I created. That was kind of wordy, but y'all get what I'm saying, hopefully. So before I got my lock extensions, I could not wait to try this style. The first time I ever seen this style, I have fell in love with it. If you guys have been following me for a while, I actually did a lock knot bob on my natural locks before I got my lock extensions, when my locks were a lot shorter. I did attempt this style using Marley hair. So if you don't have long locks and you want to try this style, I will link that video down below for you guys to go check out, because you still can get this style regardless of the length of your locks. And I think that's one of the things I love about locks. A lot of people feel like locks are not versatile, and honestly, before I started my lock journey, I used to feel the same way, that locks weren't versatile. However, with and without my lock extensions, there are just so many styles that I have learned to do over this like almost 2 years, and I feel like I haven't skipped a beat with styling my hair as someone that enjoys styling their hair. But yeah, I'm just continuing to retwist, twist the locks together, and create the knot at the bottom. Now, my locks are kind of like layered, so my lock extensions at the top are shorter than my lock extensions like on the sides and in the back. So when it came to the twist, like at the top in the front, once I got to like the ends, there really wasn't much length to create the knot like on the other side. So for this side, I kind of just folded it up, and yeah, I really didn't have much of a lock knot on this side, but it still came out cute, and overall like the shape of the bob was given. So even though I didn't have like full lock knots on this side, it was still cute. And also another tip, so since this is a side part bob, make sure that when you are retwisting your locks and twisting them together, that they are falling to their respective side. So as you guys can see right here, I'm in like the crown of my head, like past the middle part. However, I'm making sure that I'm twisting my hair to fall to that opposite side, just so that my part stays defined. If you retwist it going back or to the other side, you're not gonna get like that really defined part. Like obviously you can move your locks around afterwards, but yeah, if you just want that shape and that definition of like a side part bob, make sure that when you're twisting and measuring your locks off, you are doing it in accordance to like that shape that you want your bob to fall. And then for these locks in the front, I am retwisting them going forward so that it can kind of fall in a bang type of situation. So instead of retwisting going to the side or going back, I'm retwisting it, making sure they're falling forward so that it kind of falls in my face and just further gives me that side part bob look. And so here it is after all of the twists are done. As you guys can see, this side is a little layered because again, my locks are layered, but I still think it's super cute. Now I'm just gonna do the finishing touches. So doing my edges using my Style Factor Edge Booster. Next, I'm going in with some Nairobi styling foam, and I'm just going to spread that over like my part and just this top part of my head. I'm not putting it like throughout my whole head, mainly on this area where my part and stuff is exposed. And I'm also going to put it on my edges to further set my baby hair. And then lastly, I'm just going to tie my hair down. I usually use like paper strips, but I was out, so I'm just using this do-rag to tie my hair down. And then I'm going to use my hair dryer to dry for about 15 minutes. My hair wasn't drenching wet for this style, so I didn't really need to dry for too long, but I am going to dry for a little bit just to make sure that everything sets properly. And after that, here is the final look. I love the way that this style came out. I told you guys last time when I did my rope twist that they were my new favorite. I like them long in their natural length, and I also love them in this bob. For this bob, I feel like I could have went a little shorter in the back, honestly, but all in all, the look came out really cute. Another great easy style, and this style can last you for about 3, maybe even 4 weeks, if you can last that long. But yes, this is it. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Snatched by Sharmel, and I will see you beautiful people in my next video. Bye.